Hello, I am Nathan Chen, and welcome to Channel X. Channel X is so named because it is a direct result of the recent election. Recent events have spelled out, for me, in gigantic, neon letters, we are going straight to hell. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is a joke. Something has to be done about the people on the ground who do not know, and those up there, who do. I will state up front, that what I do, would be impossible, without the help of many others. If you think you see your work in here, it's probably because it is. I state what I believe to be the truth. If you believe in another truth, post it in the comments, and we'll take it from there.
Customs officers have arrested more people for trying to smuggle in contraband cigarettes. Now, in the first 4 months of this year alone, 311 people were nabbed compared to 843 arrested in the whole of last year.
Going up in smoke, 250,000 packets of contraband cigarettes seized in recent operations. Customs officers say the smuggling of illegal cigarettes have been on the rise in recent years. 90% of them come from Malaysia through land checkpoints at Woodlands and Tuas. In 2005, the number of people arrested for smuggling in contraband cigarettes more than doubled, while the total fines imposed by the court jumped over 5 times, from 2004's $20.16 million to almost $112 million last year.
In spite of hikes in cigarette taxes and fines, more of us are needing a puff just to get through the day. To get our daily dose of nicotine happiness, we're willing to take greater risks, just to get what we used to get, without any trouble at all. Can you blame us? Our standard of living is sky high. The UN Human Development Index of 2003 ranked Singapore 25th out of a total of 177 countries. I suppose that means we should be happy. But let's take a closer look at the HDI general formula. It deals with life expectancy, educational levels and GDP. The first 2 indicators are rising in Singapore. As for the third, not so promising. For a lot of us, every month, their wallets are not as bulgy as we would like them to be because of one thing: CPF. The CPF scheme is the grandest plan ever hatched by the government to keep our costs high and theirs low. Because of all this, Singaporeans consistently consume a share of GDP 10 to 20 percentage points below Hong Kong levels. No, Hong Kong is just number 22. 3 positions only, just 3 rungs down the ladder, and our domestic expenditure is 10 to 20% of GDP down from Hong Kong's. Simply unbelievable. It gets worse. The dividends we're paid on CPF investments are paltry compared to alternatives in the private sector. This difference between what we get and what we could have gotten, had we invested elsewhere, is a form of hidden tax. Temasek Holdings recently admitted that between 1993 and 2003, it delivered shareholder returns averaging about 3%, complete peanuts, compared to the average 13% that America's S&P 500 companies were pumping out. Professor Alwyn Young of MIT Sloan School attributes the cause of Singapore's slow growth to its tendency to pick new promising industries too often. As a result, none of the fledgling industries that it ventures into ever gestates long enough to fully benefit from the advantages of maturity. Think about it, how many hubs have we tried to be? Googling the term Singapore, and hub, gives a comprehensive list. Telecommunications hub, digital processing hub, animation hub, gaming industry hub, video production hub, film hub, shipping hub, information hub, healthcare services hub, entertainment hub, fashion hub, global education hub, financial hub. Come on, be serious. You all know the saying about being a jack of all trades. In any case, the bottom line is that our government is pressured to keep up the appearance of prosperity. The easy solution to all this is to carve it out of the bank accounts of the public. These pro-fiscal policies are good in the short term because they enrich our reserves. But the question that needs to be seriously addressed is, how much financial weight can our backs bear before they snap? You see, it's very easy to raise cigarette taxes and seize contraband. It's a convenient, short-term solution at best. Kind of like when you don't have a towel readily available to wipe up a spill, you just use your sleeve or your shirt instead. What's not so easy is to accept that you've done wrong, learn from your mistakes, and stop being so eager to jump on every bandwagon that comes along. This is a sort of attention deficit disorder of potentially catastrophic proportions that should not afflict grown men of such power. I'll end it here. Most of you are more seasoned than I am, so the content can't be all that new. Anyhow, do send me your comments, suggestions, and insights. It'd be great to hear from some of you. Until next time. Good night.